In today's video, I'm gonna give you 5 key tips on how to start a videography business and start earning money fast as a beginner. So this is gonna be for someone who's starting from scratch. Okay, you probably you're passionate about videography, and obviously you're passionate about making money doing it. Personally, I've been doing this for over 10 years now, actually even more. And am I rich? No. Am I making money? Yes. And I've seen things, I've made mistakes, and technology now is getting a little better. So now it's easier than it was 10 years ago to actually start and start making money as fast as possible if you follow the right steps. Okay, so we're not gonna take much time, guys. My name is Sam and you're watching VidLead Studio User, helping you level up your videography and photography marketing. So if you're starting out and you want to make money as fast as possible, and obviously creating good videos, your videos have to be good. The first thing that I will actually encourage you to do that I did not do, I wish I knew when I started out, is pick a niche. Okay, I know it sounds weird, but picking a niche and actually knowing what you want to do at the very beginning is going to help you a lot, because one of the things that you actually going to encounter as a problem as a videographer or as a creative person is you're going to try to do everything. And when you're trying to do everything, you end up not being good in anything. I'm gonna tell you why you really need to pick a niche. Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example. Right now, I actually decided to niche down into wedding videography. And why did I do that? Is because I was making money, and that's where I was actually the most money in my business. So what I was doing at first, and it was a huge mistake, is I was doing music videos, I was doing wedding photography, and I was trying to get into real estate videos, I was doing commercial videos, I was doing like almost everything. But the thing is, when you do those kind of stuff, there's nothing wrong with it, but the problem is you lose focus, and the gear that you actually need and the tools that you need to do either of those things are actually different. So cameras, especially with cameras are expensive. Audio gear, expensive, right? It's not cheap. So cameras that are actually good for wedding filmmaking are not the same as, you could use the same cameras for sure, but you may end up needing different lenses, different accessories, different audio gear to use with those cameras. So most cameras may do everything, but some cameras are actually camera types that are actually gonna be better for wedding videography or real estate videography. There's some type of lenses that you're gonna need specifically for wedding videography, and some lenses are going to do better for real estate. So like that's why when you pick a niche, you also like pick a style, because you're gonna pick a style what makes you unique and what you feel you actually can do better and what you actually good at. Personally, I also enjoyed like making live music videos. Live, not music videos. Actual music videos, you have to invest in lighting, invest in creating beautiful sets. You have to compete with like top-notch agencies. It's so easy, super competitive, and you have to be invested. Those sets you are building for music videos, unfortunately you cannot use them in wedding filmmaking. That's an example. So that's why when you pick a niche, you are more focused, and you also, in terms of where you want to spend most of your time, you have to invest in terms of gear, the right gear for the right niche. So niching down is going to help you even when you create a website, which is going to be something that we're going to talk about as well, and your portfolio is full of real estate videos and wedding videos and music videos and commercial videos. It's like when a client lands to your website, it does not make sense. It's super confusing for someone who's looking for a wedding videographer, and then they land to your website and it's full of like commercial, full of real estate videos, interviews. It's like maybe 1 or 2 wedding videos. They're gonna be confused. It's just too confusing. That's not what they came for. Okay, if you were focused on just weddings, and then somebody lands on your website and it's on like 10 or 20 wedding videos samples, they're gonna enjoy the website. They're gonna be like, yeah, this is where I belong, because they came specifically for that thing. So they're most likely going to book you because they feel like that's what you do, that's what you're specialized in, right? So that's why it's important to niche down, pick one thing. Either you want to do weddings, either you want to do music videos, either you want to do, deal with real estate agents, like you gotta pick a niche. That's very, very important. That's a mistake that I did. I wish I knew this when I started out. Tip number 2, you need to actually improve your skills. Okay, if you're starting out, chances are you know nothing about filmmaking, you know nothing about videography. Maybe you have one amateur camera that you use to just play with. You have the passion, okay, but you need to produce something that the clients are going to be impressed with. Okay, so if you're starting out, the fastest way to actually improve your skills is 1, take a course. Okay, take a course, buy a course, pay for it. Don't just watch YouTube videos. It's not enough. YouTube videos, yes, they're gonna help you a little bit, but they are all over the place. Okay, but take a course. If you have to pay money, go pay it, right? Go work for, I don't know, go somewhere, get a gig, work. If you work at McDonald's, I don't care. Okay, but invest in yourself. Pay maybe $500 or even $1,000 to invest in courses. You can find some courses that will transform you within like 30-60 days. You'll be like a really good filmmaker by just following step by step. Because what's good about courses, they show you step by step how to master your camera. You need to understand things like what's the best, not really the best cameras. Most cameras now are capable of doing anything, right? You can buy like a cheap camera, like not very cheap, something like a GH5, a GH4. There's so many cameras. You don't have to buy brand new gear, even used gear. They can actually produce high-end results, right? But what you need is to know how the camera works so you can use it to create effective videos. So take a course. They're gonna teach you how to control your camera, things like aperture, things like white balance, things like color grading, things like editing, things like it's actually, videography is not super hard. You just need to know the basics. Okay, the basics. If your white balance is messed up, the entire video may be messed up because you don't understand how white balance works. If your aperture, you don't know how to use your lens aperture, same thing. If you don't understand what ISO is, you could just end up with grainy looking videos. Why? Because you don't understand how to use your ISO. So those things, just the basics of understanding your camera, also understanding the importance of audio, knowing how to buy the right audio gear. They're not expensive, but you gotta buy the right microphone for the right job. Okay, also like the basic lighting skills. Okay, just take a course for your lighting, audio recording, and your camera. Master those 3 things. Okay, and then on the top of that, if you don't want to edit, by the way, you don't have to master editing. You can start outsourcing. You can learn the basics of editing, but if you, let's say you shoot a wedding and you're not really very good at editing, you can get a wedding, do a wedding for $2,000 or $3,000, pay someone $500 to edit it for you, and you're still gonna make money. All right, so you don't have to master everything. Okay, but yeah, so just take a course, pay money. It's okay to pay money. Invest in yourself, get the skills. I promise you, in 30 days, 60 days, you're gonna be a pro if you take some of those courses. I'll probably gonna drop links down below to some of the courses that I'll actually recommend. But anyways, if you want my recommendations, let me know. Just leave a comment down below. Okay, so learn, improve your skills, because you need to make good videos. The business is about solving someone's problems. And for this type of business, you need, the problem we are solving is really the memories that we're creating for people that we are filming. It could be an agency, it could be a real estate agent, it could be a wedding. The only thing they are buying from you, really, they're buying the images, okay, the videos. So you need to give them something really, really good. Okay, that's the service that you are selling. Okay, so once you master that, you need to get the basic gear. Basic. You don't need to go ahead and buy a red camera. You don't have to buy the best camera on the market. That's not what's gonna make you be a good videographer or make good videos. Okay, you need to master your skills. Your skills are very, very important. Okay, buy a course, very, very important. Get a course and practice. Okay, so I recommend you buy, that's tip number 3, which is get the basic gear. So basic microphone, not the most expensive microphone. Get the basic camera. You could even like get used gear, buy something like the Panasonic Lumix GH5. It's just perfect. It's gonna give you everything that you need. I've been using that camera for years. Okay, get a used one or new one. It's around $1,000, $1,200. Okay, you can get one or two, and then buy two basic lenses. Okay, with really good aperture, and that's it. And then the rest, just buy batteries, accessories, get a gimbal, something basic, you know, like a gimbal for $300. It doesn't have to be expensive. Back in the days, we didn't have gimbals, but now with a gimbal, you can create amazing shots. And then what else do you need to buy? Maybe buy like a couple of lights and some microphones, depending on which niche you are into. That's it, just basic, a tripod or a monopod, it's just basic stuff, okay? And then once you have that, make sure you own it. You don't have to own everything, but own the basic. Why am I saying that? Because when I started out, I was broke, and most of the time I was renting. So I will book a gig or a wedding gig, and then the night off, I will go ahead and actually go rent some cameras, and then I will spend the whole night practicing, trying to understand how the camera worked. You see? That's a mistake. Why? Because first I wanted the best camera on the market, so I'll go ahead and spend $300 for the weekend and rent that camera. Bring on Friday evening, and my shoot is on the next day, on Saturday morning. So I'll spend the whole night without sleeping trying to understand the settings for the camera and everything. But the problem with that, sometimes I would not, it's hard to learn the camera overnight, okay, unless you're a pro and you understand that, you understand the camera already. So if you're renting, the problem is chances are you're going to mess up because you don't understand the camera's settings. That's what happened to me. And then I'll end up with like grainy images or flickering images or things like that, because or audio wouldn't record, like I would end up with a terrible product. Why? Because the gear wasn't mine. So I would recommend 100%, you don't have to buy the most expensive camera, just get a camera, basic camera that will do the job, and own it, master it, learn it, understand all the settings, be friends with your camera. You gotta be a friend of your camera. Be friends, understand each other, feel each other. You need to know the ins and out of your camera and your lenses and your microphones and your lights. That's how you master. So when you go to film, you're going to use your gear to the maximum, and you're gonna create beautiful images. Okay, so far we haven't started creating or getting clients. Okay, all the things that I just talked about, these are things that you can do, in like 60 days, 2 months max. Okay, to be realistic. So 1, you choose a niche. 2, you learn, you improve your skills, take a course for 30 days or 60 days. It doesn't have to last 30 days, but it's going to transform you within 30 days or 60 days max. Okay, number 3, get the basic gear. Okay, again, go work McDonald's, make some money, and buy the basic gear. You don't have to invest more than $4,000 max. Number 5, get a portfolio. So a portfolio is going to help you land your first client, because what people look at before they hire you, they look at your work. Unfortunately, they're not going to trust your words. They're not going to trust what you say. They got to see it. That's how the industry is. That's how the business is. So you need a website. You need a portfolio. You need a place where people ask you, what do you do? I'm a wedding videographer, or I'm a real estate videographer. Whatever you do, okay, what's the proof? Show me what you do. You send them a link to a website, to a portfolio, and they look at your videos, what you have done. So that's the most difficult thing to actually get when you're starting out, because truth is you never done it before. So how do you get your portfolio? Number 1, get someone who's already doing it and then ask them to be a second shooter, or get a couple or whatever niche you are in and ask them to do it for free for them or for gas money. Okay, if you post on Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji, or depending on where you live, just post that you're offering a free wedding shoot. Just be honest, don't lie to them. Tell them it's your first time, you're practicing, you're trying to build your portfolio. Don't promise them that you're a pro and that you're gonna shoot for free. No, don't do that. Okay, be honest. Be like, hey guys, I'm just starting out and I want to build my portfolio. This is the gear that I have and I'm willing to do it for free. I'm gonna shoot a wedding for you for free, or I'm gonna do, you know, whatever niche you are in, make a video for you. You can pay me some gas money, $200, $300 just to cover my travel. You're gonna find people, okay? A lot of people who are just don't have money, they want stuff, free stuff. You're gonna find people. So you need to take advantage of that and get maybe 3 to 4 clients like that, okay? Go shoot, give them your best work. Give them your best, okay? Do your best. I promise you your first video is probably not gonna be your best, but try your best. Once you have it, chop it down, edit it. If you can't edit, again, you don't have to edit yourself. That's another mistake. I thought I had to do everything by myself. You don't have to, okay? You can actually hire someone on things like sites like Fiverr, whatever, like someone who has experience in editing, and make sure they edit for you. Obviously, you're gonna pay them something, but you know, Fiverr is not expensive. You can pay them like $50 or $100 and then let them edit your video for you, okay? And then once you have the video ready, you can post it on your website. Now, in a moment, I'm gonna show you a platform that you're gonna need to use to create your first website and other cool stuff that you're gonna need for your marketing, okay? But you need your portfolio. So shoot like 4 to 5 videos. That should be enough. 4 or 5 clients for your portfolio. And those people, if you do a good job, trust me, they're gonna start referring you to more people. The next client that they are going to refer to you, you're going to charge them actually real money. You're not gonna do it for free, okay? So I know that people are like, I've been invested, I bought gear, blah, blah, blah. Why work for free? That's the name of the game. You need to work for free, okay? For the first 5, 6, 4 clients, okay? Now, once you have your portfolio ready, your website ready, don't worry, I'm gonna show you a platform that you're gonna use for that, okay? Once you have that, it's time to get your first client. So how do you get your first client? Well, the first client is gonna come for the job that you did for those people that you worked for free. Next client is gonna come from your actual marketing. Okay, get your first client. You're gonna charge them real money. How much you're going to charge? Well, it could be a referral from the people you worked for. It's probably not gonna be much. Now you're gonna look at your work and then be like, okay, this is probably how much I'm comfortable charging. You don't have to charge too much, but you have to charge them something. Professional money now. You start charging professional money. This is like within 3-4 months. 6 months max, okay? So what I'm teaching you guys is how to start making money within your first 6 months. So this is some good content here we're giving you guys, okay? So yeah, get your first client either from referrals, or you can advertise on Facebook. The same way you got the free clients, you can advertise on Facebook, you can advertise on Kijiji, on Craigslist, depending on where you live. I live in Canada, so we have Kijiji and Facebook. That's where most of the time we advertise. On Instagram. So make sure you actually start advertising, talking about your services, but also you talk to your friends, your family members. You never know who's gonna bring in clients for you, okay? Now, the next step, you need to learn marketing. Just basic marketing. You don't have to be like super high-end, high-skilled salesperson or whatever, but you need to learn the basic marketing. That's a mistake that most videographers make, me included. I really never did any marketing, because people think by producing really good videos, by using like high-end cameras like Red, whatever, that's how you're gonna make a lot of money or be successful as a videographer. That's wrong, okay? Because even if you're producing really good videos, because I've seen a lot of people focus on like improving their skills, they keep improving their production skills so they can make really good videos. But if you have videos and you have no clients, it's useless. Of course, you're gonna get referrals. You make a good video, somebody's gonna refer you to someone else, your client is gonna refer you to someone else, you're gonna post your work on social media, people are going to see it, they're going to call you. But most of the time, it's not gonna be enough. The competition now is high. A lot of people are into video. Video is more accessible than it used to be in the past. So just making good videos is not enough. So you need to learn marketing, okay? So you need to learn how to run ads. You need to learn how to build your website. You need to learn how to build things called funnels to kind of run ads and build like landing pages where people are gonna come and buy your services. You need to learn how to build a very good looking website where you can actually run ads, and then people can actually link to your website, and then your website, you're gonna have an upsell page where people can actually, you can talk to them on a camera, and things like that. You need to learn the basics of marketing, okay? And you need to learn how to manage clients. You need to learn how to fulfill in a good way, and have like some sort of follow-up email, so that when you have a client in 6 months, you can actually upsell them something else after 6 months they bought from you. So those things, those skills, you need to learn those. You also need to invest in platforms like a website builder, an invoicing software. You need to understand how insurance works for videography businesses. You need to register your business, because some clients are not going to hire you if you don't have a registered business. Sometimes it's not good. You can register the business under your name, but sometimes you need to protect it, to protect yourself, and work under a corporation or an LLC. I believe in the States, that's how they call it. So you need to learn all those things, okay? So how do you learn your marketing? Obviously, I encourage you, maybe if you can take a course. It's not gonna come overnight. It's gonna take some time, okay? But there's a software that I have started using myself called VidLead Studio. The reason why I started this channel, so the software, it actually combines everything as a videographer that you're going to need, okay, including your website. So they have a built-in website builder that you can actually use to build your first website. It can take you like a day or two to finish your website. You can get a domain from GoDaddy for like $3, $4, $5, super cheap. And the software is going to allow you to send out contracts. People can sign electronically your contracts and estimates, and the website is gonna generate invoices for you automatically. So like, it has a lot of automation, and it's going to allow you to connect your Google My Business account, Facebook, Instagram, all your social kind of in one place. So people, when they send DMs, you can actually see them within the software. You can text your clients through that software. So it's gonna help you build that marketing foundation for you. And of course, you gotta do some work, but most of it is gonna be automated. Back in the day, what we used to do, we used to have like an invoicing software separate, a website builder like Wix or Squarespace kind of separate, and then you have email marketing software kind of separate. So it was just too much, but now we have that software called VidLead Studio. I have a link down below. If you want to try it, you can actually go ahead and try it, because it's going to help you improve and land more clients by generating leads and stuff. There's so many tools in there that are going to help you understand how to generate leads and convert the leads into paying clients. So make sure you check out VidLead Studio. Actually, I have a code. If you use the code down below, it's gonna give you your first 30 days for free. So once you get started and it's time to improve your marketing, make sure you check out VidLead Studio. There's so many tutorials about it. But if you want to know more about VidLead Studio, I have a video that I made actually step by step. It's gonna show you everything that you get through VidLead Studio to improve your marketing and get and generate leads to be able to make more money on automation. So I have a video that I made about it, and the video is gonna be linked right here. So make sure you check it out, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.